Oh yes. Supreme Week 6 of Fall Winter 2024, a collaboration out of nowhere with skateboarding legend Thrasher. Is it mallcore? Is it cool? Do people still want giant flames on their shirts? Will we even get flame options? I don't know, but let's find out. Come along with me on a little journey with your boy SupThomas as we dive into the latest and greatest from Supreme Week 6 of Fall Winter 24. Talk about the hits, the misses, the duds, the hype pieces that are going to resell for 4 times their value potentially. You never really know. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys to please hit like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the noti bell so you can stay up to date every single time I post and go live. We just hit 3,100 subscribers on our way to 5K. Let's get there by the end of the year. I think we can do it. Let's freaking go. Partial drop list from Supreme Drops. None of the Thrasher items are on here quite yet. I was gonna hold off doing the full drop list until we had all the information with all of the prices, but I have a special unboxing video coming for you guys tomorrow. So I figured the information's out here. Here are the items overview that are coming out from Supreme, and let's do what we always do, which is go over to the news page and look at the collab. Here we are on supreme.com/news. We have the Supreme and Thrasher collab. Supreme has worked with Thrasher on a new collection for fall 24. The collection consists of a work jacket, sweater, hooded sweatshirt, crew neck, sweatpant, 3 t-shirts, and 2 beanies. Available September 26th. That's this Thursday. Lock in. We're going live for this. You won't want to miss it. And then in Asia on the 28th. Funny how they give no information on Thrasher. I guess because they've already done collabs with them, they don't feel the need to actually include additional information about Thrasher, like they're assuming their customer bases already knows who Thrasher is. All right, I've seen this a few times on Twitter, but we have the Thrasher Straight to Hell jacket right here with a little devil skating on some Thrasher flames. You love to see it. We did get flames confirmed. Okay, pretty sick jacket right there. Same design in black. Very cool. Thrasher Supreme in a cross logo. Shout out to the Lime scooter right there that's randomly in the mix. Thrasher Supreme sweater. And I believe a lot of these are taken in London and Scotland. They're also releasing a skate video. They put it up on YouTube. I'm probably going to react to it on stream. We have this shirt right here. Supreme and Thrasher in pink. Love it. Big graphic on the front. Thrasher Supreme on the back. There's the beanie with the dongles. The little dangly fellas, the full CrossFit in blue. Very bright color, reminds me of some of the Odd Future stuff Tyler was dropping back in the day. Those bold colors. Looking sick in the t-shirt version of the same sweater we saw earlier. Looks like a regular Supreme hat on top. We got Thrasher Supreme skating a coffin, which is sick. The Thrasher flames going crazy. Obviously major skater collab for this. I'm not gonna lie guys, I've never purchased any Thrasher stuff in my life, so don't pretend to think I'm some kind of Thrasher expert, but the artwork is also by graffiti artist Neckface, which is cool. People seem pretty stoked about this collab overall, which I think is awesome. It's good when people are hyped about Supreme, helps me out, and it's always just good to see people be more excited than negative. This is the hooded work jacket again, in black and in tan. Straight to Hell at the bottom is a nice touch as well. Thinking the black one might be a little bit cleaner, but the tan one is pretty good too. We'll have to wait and see which one does better, but I think these will probably sell out first. Hot take right there. I don't know. Work jackets are always great. This is the sweater, Supreme Thrasher. Pretty simple, but I think it can be easily worn by a lot of people, given that it's just a solid color with black or white text. Orange might be the move because of the Halloween right around the corner, but I could also see black being sought after. The black and white is pretty clean. Original photography by That's a Crazy One. This sweater, I like the pink the most, given that it's a unique color, but I think that the navy looks pretty good too. And navy always does have the chance to do pretty well, so keep a lookout for this crew neck sweater. Thrasher and Supreme on the back also looks very clean. I love that there is black on these ones and white on the darker ones. Zip up hooded sweatshirt, I think it's the same. Yep, it's the cross yet again. This one's just okay. I think the highlight would be each of these unique colors that we get for various pieces. This collaboration, to be quite honest, except for the work jacket, hasn't really been blowing me away. I think the logo is all right. Thrasher Supreme, but it's not anything earth-shattering. This isn't something that is changing the game up from what we've seen from streetwear for the past 10, 20 years. I think the neckface artwork is definitely the highlight of it. I know this is also artwork by Neckface, but the characters, the skating, the flames, that's what I think of when I think Thrasher. I don't think just a screen printed logo on a pair of blanks, basically. Like, these are just Supreme sweatpants, and that's fine, you know? Supreme makes great sweatpants. These will be whatever, 140 bucks for Thrasher Supreme, big logos. If you like both the brands, you're gonna like these sweatpants. I'm sure a lot of you are gonna go after a lot of this stuff. T-shirts, I have to say, are on point, which they should be. Like, skate brands used to be all about sick decks and sick t-shirt designs with dope artwork, and that's what this collaboration brings. I love the Thrasher Supreme grocery list right there of the slap stickers. The coffin skateboard looks dope. I'm digging the black shirt. I'm digging the olive one as well. Pretty clean. We got the Harold Hunter photo tee as well, which is dope to see Supreme commemorating Harold. I didn't recognize him at first, but yeah, this is Harold Hunter, just vintage picture of him wearing a Thrasher t-shirt, which is pretty dope. Like I said before, I was never a big skater. I never learned how to ollie, and the first time I went to a skate park, I fell and skinned my knee, and I was that pussy that just never got back on the skateboard. So I wasn't a huge fan of all these old time skaters from New York and all that stuff. But through Supreme, I was turned on to who Harold Hunter was as a person, and it's really cool that they continue to commemorate him. He did pass away a number of years ago, so it's cool to see Thrasher and Supreme collabing and showing love to Harold Hunter on this photo t-shirt. Purple one, looking dope. W design, 2 thumbs up. Cross tee, same logo, multiple colorways. Probably the cheapest item on the drop list are any number of these t-shirts. There you go. Not the hugest fan of the cross design, but it's there if you like it. They both share the letter R in their name, so they are playing off that and using the R in the design, which I'm just noticing right now. I actually don't mind the beanies, the ear flap beanies. This one's pretty cool. Like the colors on it, as well as the kind of natural colors right here. Black and white one, can't go wrong. And then you got this beanie right here. No beanie lip or whatever. It's just a straight skull beanie. But that is all of the items coming out from Thrasher. Now let's look on Supreme Community at the rest of the drop list. Again, here's the brief overview of the partial drop list so you can get some of the ideas of what the items will cost. We got chopped cheese, potentially. We got the weight set delayed for a future week, which is dope. I can finally save up for my home gym in my apartment that is 1 bedroom. But here we go. Moleskin notebooks. These were on the preview for spring summer 2024, and now we are getting them after they got delayed. I'm definitely gonna be picking one of these up. I'm not sure which size or which colorway, but likely I'll go with the smaller one, probably in red, even though black is cleaner. I think a red notebook just stands out a little bit more on my desk. I like keeping a daily journal. It is also leather hardcover ruled notebook, which probably means these will be kind of expensive. I'm not exactly sure what Drops is saying these will cost. 24 bucks is actually pretty solid. Hopefully it is that cheap. We've already looked at the Thrasher stuff, so we're not going to click on it. S logo zip up hooded sweatshirt is the next highest upvoted item. This is all right. We see it pretty much every year. If you like the S logo design and you have your favorite color included, go ahead and cop it. Can't go wrong at all. Sorry for the sub goal up there. I was really pressuring you guys to subscribe, and I definitely just forgot to hit the button on my Steam Deck to turn that off. Faux shirling lined bomber jacket. Boom. 3M thin insulate faux shirling liner. It ain't no real shirling, son. And quilted taffeta sleeve lining. Probably really nice in person. This piece is pretty dope. It's got that bomber jacket look. And I say bomber jacket, I mean the true bombers. These boys were flying over Germany, bombing motherfuckers. I also love this Supreme work font logo. Whatever you want to call this. I have it on my short sleeve denim shirt. They include it on some of their denim garments. I just like it. That shirling interior, boy, that's gonna keep you warm. Love the Supreme logo. This classic logo doesn't have that flare on it, that little accent, that Supreme. It's just Supreme. Keep it easy for us stupid Americans. You love to see it. White one, way too wild. Tonal, you can't read it. Not a fan. Black, criminal spec. This is the sneaking in your window at night edition. Pulling up to the spot with the red Supreme nunchucks. Shout out to Tyler and Frank Ocean on a She. Very clean piece. I think denim is dope. Estimated retail price is $348. Price is subject to change. As always, the partial drop list, guys. It's Supreme Drops' best best estimate on the prices. They can always change. Corduroy S logo. I almost wish I held back on buying my other S logo, but not really, because these are really dope too. Obviously, the multicolored jacquard spec, the Harlequin edition, is the wildest one. It's got a little bit of each one. Down the road, I think that would be the more expensive one. I don't know how wearable it is. In terms of hats that I would recommend you guys buy that could sell out or I just think look good is the green one. It really looks nice. The sand one looks great. And if I have to pick one more, I'm debating on copping the red one just because I love red and my name's Jeff. Jacquard rib football jersey is allegedly coming out this week. Some people were upset that this got delayed. I think it's one of the weaker jerseys Supreme has released in a long time. We might also be dealing with jersey fatigue. I'm not too sure. The back is okay. The Supreme 24, I just don't love the color blocking. I don't love the colorways either. And the blank jersey on the front is just a bit of a deal breaker for me. Not really a fan. I still think larger sizes could do well for resale. And I think the best colorway is probably the pink and the black. Small box polo sweater. Not the biggest sweater guy, but I dig this one quite a bit. I think these camo colorways are insane, looking like a damn Modern Warfare camo. This is also that same camo pattern that matches that Heliodome tent that released last season, which was pretty crazy. I wonder who actually copped that or how many they made. But if you needed a polo sweater to match your $1,300 or $1,500 tent, here you go. A lot of people like these cleaner Supreme button-up items, so I think these will definitely sell out. This one is kind of ugly, even though it's very similar to the other one. I honestly think the basic colors will do better than the camo ones, but that's just a guess. I like the camo ones. Pink, I think, will do pretty good too. I think it probably has some resale on it, along with the green. The green is just really nice, and I like how there's 5 colors, but 1 is black, 2 are crazy colored, so that leaves only 2 non-basic and non-crazy colors, that pink and green. So I would say if I was targeting resale, I would say go for maybe these. And if you want to bet on something kind of crazier, obviously the camo patterns are there for you. Estimated price is $148. I could see that going up to as high as maybe like $198. Honestly, I really think $148 is too cheap. And if that's actually the price of this garment, resale is all but guaranteed on this. Calling that right now. S logo sweatpants to match the sweatshirt zip up edition. Very simply put, it is a pair of sweatpants with an S logo embroidered. I like the burgundy a lot. You know, it's the color of Gryffindor. It's kind of like maroon, which was my high school color. And I think it just looks good. A dark red. Can't go wrong with any of the colors though. These guys will probably slowly sell out throughout the day. Maybe they'll fly off the shelves. I don't know. Get your matching fit. $158 for the pants, and then it's $168 for the jackets, allegedly, per Supreme drops. All right, folks, we got to fly through the rest of these items. We're getting a little long in the tooth with this one. Supreme chopped cheese. It's the dumbest accessory they've released in a long time. It's overpriced. I don't even know if you can get the plate underneath it. If you hate money and you're kind of silly, you're a goober, cop the chopped cheese. Honestly, don't care if you get it or not. I just think it's funny, and I would never waste my money on this thing. I've also heard it could be like a New York exclusive. If it doesn't release, I'm sorry, it was New York exclusive, but we don't know until it comes out on Thursday. So stay tuned to that. Small box shirt. Oh boy, oh boy. I didn't cop any of the other button ups. I'm probably not going to go for this one. I kind of like the other ones that are still on the site low key. I think that Bumblebee Oxford is more my style with the Supreme crown, but these are nice if you need a nicer shirt in your wardrobe. You're all about hoodies. You're all about graphic t-shirts and hats. Like, look at me. I dress like a 16-year-old. If you want to dress like a 23 or 24-year-old plus, you want to go to your job wearing some Supreme, here you go. Get your small box shirt right there. Mesh pocket camp cap. I'm not a fan of these hats. I think they're gimmicky and a little bit silly. But if you are gimmicky and a little bit silly, then this is the hat for you. Best colorway, I think, is probably this olive or maybe the gray with the red. I think the gray and red looks decent, but they're all okay. No resale potential on that for a very long time. I don't even know if ever, because the pocket is just a little bit too contentious for most people. Hooded rugby. Do I like this? I think I do. Yeah, I dig this guy. The horizontal stripes, if you are on the bigger side, just know horizontal stripes on a shirt make you look even bigger. So if you're trying to look slim, this is not the shirt for you. But if you're skinny like me and you want to puff out a little bit, I think go for this. I'm going to call it right now. Sleeper item of the week is this fella right here, especially in this pink colorway, the Neapolitan edition. I love that gold and pink stripe right there. Or even the red, white, and blue Captain America spec doesn't look too bad with the numbers. We don't know what color the numbers are on the green or the pink one. That will be a determining factor if they're gonna do amazing, I think. But wait and see. Sleeper item, discharge short sleeve top. Not too much to say about this. It's got that kind of inside out look to it with some graphics printed on the bottom, maybe some coordinates, maybe some phone numbers. I do like the color of this orange peach. I would say that's the one to go for. Also the teal and red, a little bit of a Liverpool spec for the bruvs out there. Not the worst top they've ever released, but certainly not the best either. The wash flight satin cargo pants. I'm surprised people are hating on these so much. They are on the more expensive side. Drops has these at $248 with the jackets at $468, which is quite expensive, the parka. But looking at these pants, yeah, they're super shiny satin cargo pants. What else is there to say? You're buying this for the fit and you got the wind stopper technology. Oh boy, that licensing. Every time we get Gore Windstopper, you know the price is about to be $100 too much. And for what? You know, some proprietary technology that probably does work, but is it worth the price? God only knows. I've never bought any of this shit. I think it's just overpriced, but I do actually really like the colorways. I think the olive and pink look pretty good. And then the black, hey, it's black, it's there, it's always clean. You can't go wrong. Washed flight satin N3B parka, water resistant, snap flap hand pockets, fixed hood, embroidered logo, all these freaking details. Look at that. Amazing. I actually really dig this piece and think this is criminally underrated, to be quite honest. I think the white doesn't look great. Let's be honest. The white doesn't look great, and I think that kind of ruins the olive. It does. Damn. So olive is kind of out of the question. And oh, you can remove that. Hey, hold up, guys. Fixed hood with fur lining and removable faux fur trim. That's a W. This piece just got saved. I think the faux fur looks okay on the pink. Interior looks good. What does it look like without it? It looks better without it. Let's not kid ourselves. I think the faux fur probably looks best on the black colorway, giving it a little bit of color, giving the zippers a little bit of pop too. I dig the Supreme down the middle. The buttons are nice, kind of like a peacoat style. The pockets do look pretty usable. You could use this actual arm pocket for your wallet when you're skiing, or put a ski badge in there, something like that. Some doobies for the mountain, your cigs, your flask, whatever you got going on there, your Zins. Hey, there you go. Would you guys like to see more branding on this, or do you like the fact that it's a little bit more low key? I think I like the fact that it's a little bit more low key. You do have the Supreme on the front and the big letters with the tonal design, but 90 downvotes, man, I think that's a little bit harsh, and I might give this guy some potential for runner-up sleeper item. It is pretty expensive though, so it's kind of hard to dub it a sleeper when it's gonna be close to $400 or $460, close to $500 potentially. And that is the drop list for Supreme week 6 of fall winter 2024. Wow. We got the Thrasher collab, numerous different items from Supreme's regular season, the Moleskine notebooks. I think it's a pretty good week. I was honestly expecting a little bit more from Thrasher. I think the best item from them is this hooded work jacket. One of these two will end up being crowned the king. Let me know which one you think is the best. Sleeper item of the week, I'm dubbing this hooded rugby. I think a big aspect of sleeper items is the fact that they are downvoted more on Supreme Community. And if you guys are ever wondering what website I'm using, it is supremecommunity.com. They are a community member that has created this website that allows people to vote on the drop list prior to release so we can get an idea. And so I have a video format to go after, but it helps us get an idea of what people are feeling on the drop. Chopped cheese, ridiculous. Hailed hunter. Crew necks, I think are pretty dope. The sweater, I don't love the cross design, but I do think the Thrasher t-shirts are surprisingly pretty nice and a nice refresher, kind of bringing us back to when skate shirts meant more and were more popular. And that faux shirling line bomber, man, I really dig this piece. I think this could end up doing something maybe down the road with the denim edition, but not a whole lot. I think you could easily skip this week if you're only looking for resale, but if you're a hardcore collector, if you're an OG Thrasher fan, skater boy, then I think this collab and this week has some stuff for you. As always, appreciate you guys watching. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed, comment if you liked, and stay tuned for my weekly live stream for Thursday, September 26th, where we go for something, the Moleskine notebooks and maybe a corduroy hat, potentially grab something else if we're really feeling it. And then stay tuned for my unboxing video tomorrow where I unveil my August and September Supreme, Palace, and FTP cops back on the porch. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Been your boy Thomas, and I'm out. Peace and Buckies. See ya.